streamer viewbotting situation. This is from, you know who this is, Pyro. Speaking of the furries, let's watch this. So, Burntpeanut has been getting yelled at on Twitter a lot recently. The P-tuber? Yeah, the P-tuber. About viewbotting. So let's see what this is going on. Let's see what's going on here. Burntpeanut. Yeah, that guy. And I know, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like Burntpeanut, and then I watched him a little bit more. It's pretty funny. He's totally botting. I think most streamers are botting. But I don't think that it's to the degree that you guys probably think it is. But let's see. Let's watch this a little bit.
I call viewbotting the loser's topic. That's what I call it. It's cope.
This isn't viewbotting. Great analogy is like ninja.
Did you say I viewbotting?
One thing I've noticed is when
I
people
refuse to
tend
watch the
blow
annoying
up now-
orange reject. The views were promised to him 3,000 years ago. I think he's pretty talented. I do too. I think he's pretty talented. I don't give a fuck about Arc Raiders, but I've been watching. He's pretty funny. All right. I think he's pretty good. But here's the thing. All right. This is where all the fucking confusion comes in. They're not botting 80,000 fucking people. No way that dude had 300,000 people watching him the other day. See, they're not botting 300,000 people. 80,000 people. I'm going to tell you guys how they do the bots, okay? Let me show you guys. Let me pull up Twitch before we even get into this, all right? I'm going to tell you guys about what most streamers do, all right? Let me grab this. I can't even fucking log in. Hold on. Goddamn Twitch. Twitch.tv. There we go. Let me get this. Okay. So this is Twitch, right? How most people viewbot on Twitch and what matters on Twitch, okay, is Twitch works, it's called the Kingmaker slots, which is that most people, when they click on something, they're gonna click on one of the top 3 categories, or top 3 people in a category, okay? Alright, so if I'm like, I feel like watching Just Chatting, and like no one that I follow is live, and I click on Just Chatting, it's probably going to be one of these 3. These 3 are the Kingmaker slots. So you want to be at the top of a category. So if you wanted to bot, right, Just Chatting has too many people. You're not going to have no one in your chat and bot 30,000 viewers to be up here. It's not going to work. It's going to be too obvious you're fucking botting. So what you're going to do, you're going to browse, and you're going to look for a game that came out, like with Arc Raiders or something like that, or Rust or something like that. Let's pick one. Let's scroll down here. Let's say I want to play Neo 3. It's new. Okay. Botting category, or botting, all right? If I wanted to bot viewers, I would get enough to be over this. Or over this one, all right? Say you go to second place, right? Because 2,000's a lot. But you could get 1,000. You can get 1,000. And then you fucking are the number 1 of a category that's popular. So people, he hates using, no, it's just fine. But like you bot to be first or second in a category, right? And then you get organic growth from that, or, well, organic growth, but you grow, like, people click on your stream and stick around. That's usually how it works. All right? So with Peanut, all right, he started in Tarkov. All right? Let's go to Tarkov. He's streaming right now. Well, let's say, escape to Tarkov. Okay, 1,833. If I wanted to, if I've got, like, 100 people that normally watch me, say, like, I'm this honey person, and I've got 130 people here, right? And I wanted to get more viewers and more followers, I would bot like at 500, 900 people, 1,000 people, and then you're at the top of the fucking category. And then everyone that's like, I want to see what's going on and escape to Tarkov. Then they're clicking on your stream. They're making clips. You're taking those clips, you're making fucking shorts and stuff. So his Tarkov streams inspired me to stream Tarkov. Yeah. So this is the thing, Is Peanut botting? I don't know. I look at this from the perspective that I think most big streamers are botting or botted at some point. Has nearly 64,000 people watching him right now. Well, that's the thing, is now he's really big, but he doesn't have 60,000 bots. Yeah, it's fake it till you make it. Like, he probably has, I mean, I'm sure some of them are bots, but he's probably got 60,000 actual people watching him. So that's where the fucking confusion comes in. Where people that say he's botting versus the people who are like, he's not botting. Most streams are botted. There's probably bots in my stream. Did I put them there? No. But they're probably there. There's botting is a big problem on every platform. And so, it's just how it kind of is. And it's like, I've never gotten view bots because I feel scummy if I do. But I've thought about it because I've been like, it's sort of like, look at it this way, chat, okay? The major leagues of like baseball or something, all of them are doing steroids. If you go in as like a new player and you're not on steroids, right? Are you shooting yourself in the foot by not being on them because you're not going to compete with those guys? Right? It's sort of like that. Bots are like a steroid to put you at the top of a category. But guess what? If you're a shitty streamer and you're fucking boring as fuck to watch, it doesn't matter if you bot or not because you're not going to go anywhere. But if you're a good streamer and all you're having trouble with is discoverability and like you're entertaining and funny and people like to watch you but they just don't know about you yet, then that's what the bots do. So that's the fucking thing. That's what most streamers do. It's literally fake it till you make it. Try to pick out a niche. Fucking do everything you can to be like one of the top 3 of that category. And then fucking succeed. This isn't either of those things. He is, actually, is the fucking thing. I didn't like him at first because I watched him and I was like, what the fuck is this? But then I watched him a little bit more. I've been watching his shorts and stuff. I think he's actually entertaining. He is. He's funny. He bounces off people well. He takes a game that I think is not the most entertaining, Arc Raiders, he makes it entertaining. He does. And so, the thing is, like, you can't just be like, he's botting because I don't like him, or whatever, right? You have to look at streaming as a whole, and then you have to realize no one's botting 60,000 people. Well, so people think 64K is some impossible number. The population is 360 million people in the US alone. Think of the millions and millions of people in your specific area. Exactly. And then it's just like, that's how it is. It's like, he is the face of Arc Raiders, right? He's botting because who would even like him? I like him just fine. I don't fucking, I tried to watch him before and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't like this guy. And then I watched him more and he grew on me, right? And I think he's funny, but that's how it is. Like, let's pull up another thing, okay? Twitch tracker. All right. Can't be reached. Why? Hold on. Is Twitch tracker down? Twitch tracker. There it goes. All right. Let's bring up this. All right. Overview. See, like this. This is where it started, all right? 6, 13 people, 42 people, 76. This is about where you kind of start botting. And I'm going to be honest, I look at this, his average viewers, he probably didn't. Are you banned from Twitch Tracker too? No, I'm still on there. How much longer to Twitch ban? I've got like a week. But like, he probably didn't. Because you can see it's... He just did Tarkov. He picked a niche. I do everything wrong with streaming. This is the fucking thing. I'm explaining how most of this shit works, though. I do everything wrong. I don't have a niche. I just fucking yap and do whatever I want half the time. He picked a niche, which is Tarkov. He did TikToks and shorts and videos, and he made a ton of content around one thing, and he did it all the way to here. He did one category for a year and a half and made content around that. If he was gonna bot, he would do it around here. This is where he would have done it. Yelling's your niche. Yeah, yelling at chat is my niche. If he was gonna bot, he would have put it around here. All right? Or he would have got bots around this to appear at the front category of Tarkov. All right? This is when Arc Raiders came out, and he started playing Arc Raiders, and because like he switched to Arc Raiders, he became like the face of Arc Raiders, right? And that's where most of his growth came from. And this is also where his fucking like controversies and stuff came out. Oh, I said the N-word that one time. Oh, fucking like the VTuber awards. He was all over Twitter constantly. And that goes from people being like, who the fuck is Burntpeanut? To now, they're seeing his name everywhere, and I guarantee you a lot of people were like, who the fuck? Who the fuck is Burntpeanut? And clicked on him because of all the controversies and the bullshit with the VTuber awards and trying to get canceled and all kinds of shit. And that's why his number exploded. Plus, combined with, like, Arc Raiders, the new game that people wanted to see, he fucking exploded in popularity. Yeah, once he jumped into other games, he took off. Yeah, I mean, it's the fucking same. If you go look at other streamers, it's like, compared to, like, a Ninja and Fortnite, right? You need a controversy max. I mean, that's part of it. It literally is like, if you can get your name in the news cycle, it's a good thing most of the time. Most of the time. It depends on what it is, but look at the new No Man's Sky update for Trucker update they added. It's your update. I'll look later. So not a bot, but a literal industry anti-plant that was actually a successful campaign of making a nobody the next big thing? No, I don't think it is. This is how it got explained to me, because I looked into this before, okay? I looked into this before of, like, how did Burntpeanut get big on Tarkov? And I thought it was just bots, right? Because I was like, how do you even get big, right? And someone explained to me, most Tarkov players are fucking miserable. And this is true. Most Tarkov players are fucking miserable. When they're playing the game, they're just talking shit. They're saying how much they hate the fucking game. They're grinding. They're getting killed by bugs. Someone's cheating or hacking in the fucking game. Like, it is bullshit. And they hate it, right? As a Tarkov player can confirm. Because it's a shitty Russian game full of cheaters. Yeah? And so, the way Peanut stood out is that he just had fun with it. Yeah, he stood out from everyone else that was miserable. He just played it and had a good time. And talked shit and had fun. And so people started watching him. I'm like, you know, that makes sense. That makes sense. Cause of death. Head eyes. Peter got silly with it. Yeah, got a little silly with it. And people were like, oh, finally, someone that's not just bitching about it the whole time. How come his viewership was so low? Because it's niche, and it wasn't so low. It went from like a couple, then it grew and grew until he got up to 10,000 viewers in Tarkov, which is not low. That's a 0.00001% top of Twitch. It snowballs. It does. It snowballs. Like, I've known this for a while, and like I said, I'm not good at it, right? Is you need to pick a niche like Tarkov, and then you fucking just make content around that, and then you can expand outwards. This is what I say. I do everything wrong with streaming. I don't have a niche. I was a male VTuber, which no one wanted to watch anyway. I'm gonna be honest, fucking, I've been a bad streamer. Like, if I go watch, like, a VOD from 2 years ago, I don't know how the fuck any of you watched me, dude. I sucked at streaming so bad. Like... I sucked. I didn't talk enough. I wasn't expressive. I would just fucking sit there playing games, like all kinds of shit. I don't know how the fuck you guys watch me. You still suck? Yeah, in a way, I think I still do. In a way, I think that's still true. I think I've got a lot of things I should work on, right? And it's the same if you go look at Peanut's shit. If you go look at his stuff, like, watch this. Watch this. Burntpeanut. All right, let's try this. Let me go here. Shorts, oldest. All right? Look at this. Look at this. Listen to his voice.
Look at how they're pushing up.
Yeah. I think they always go right side, dude. I think the one's always right side.
He doesn't even sound the same. That's like not even the same person.
Side.
No, I know, but just mainly we can just see what kind of lanes they watch and stuff.
Yeah, on the green, yeah.
Green's holding far right side, always.
Honestly, if we push fast right,
See, it's like this thing. It's like it's not a good clip. He's just talking. He doesn't sound the same. It doesn't sound good. Now let's go back. Now compare this to the newest, or popular. Let's do this or latest. Here we go. Click on this.
Judge!
Completely different.
Take this, fool! Shut his cock off.
They were looking at another team here. They were looking at another team here.
Oi, mate! Oi, mate!
Now he's yelling. He's having a good time. He's fucking with people, right? People like this. And he got better as a streamer. Found you through Kirsten Kiba. That's me. Now he's playing a character. Yeah, he kind of is. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I play a character. You guys think when I'm not streaming, I'm sitting here yelling at everything? I'm fucking sitting here just freaking out, just like when I'm just by myself? No! I just thought fucking sit here. Yes. Okay, maybe a little bit, but like not as much. They can still be gay. I bet you fucking do. Think you're just watching porn and jerking it. I mean, yeah, sometimes, but like that's constantly tweaking. But like that's the fucking thing is like when you stream, you have to remember what is the goal of the stream? To entertain the viewers. That's above everything else. If like you're not entertaining the people watching you, you failed as a streamer. Like whatever you got to do to be entertained, act like a retard, yell, that's all part of it. That's part of being a streamer. Making a big deal out of things that aren't, talking shit, that's all part of the game. That's part of the game, baby. And you gotta figure that out at some point. Silence WoW player. How many controls did you break during the Xbox 360 days? It's more like mouses. I broke a lot of mice during the original Call of Duty days, okay? Active shirt. Now look up the Snowman Sky trucking. We're in the middle of something. We haven't even started the video. I'll look at the trucking of a game that I don't even fucking play later, dude.
Nowadays, and you weren't a fan of them beforehand, the term industry plant gets thrown around a lot, especially the word viewbotting as well. Basically making it out that anyone
only 12 seconds into the video
in current year gets any kind of clout or any kind of recognition. They did it too quickly. There has to be a reason behind it. Surely
they went viral.
They have to be some kind of plant, right? There's no way they can get famous that quickly. And we've had
Peanuts
yet
are plants.
another
Peanuts
example,
are plants.
because in January of our Lord's year, 2026, the most watched Twitch streamer on the entire platform isn't Asmongold, where he would do amazing in-depth commentary of playing videos of Trump and...
Now, I will say this. There is some shit that I'm suspicious about with Peanut, okay? Him having blonde hair reminds me of Samus Cosplay. There is some stuff that I find suspicious, all right? And I'll just pull it up right now, okay? How many people are in my chat on Kick? There's about 150 of you, okay? Let's pull up Peanut, all right? He has 3,000 people watching him right now. 3,200 people.
You piece of shit.
Chat
Anytime, good sir. Anytime.
barely moving.
Anytime.
Slower than mine.
Anytime.
One person. Two.
I
Three.
guess if our brain
4.
really is
5.
made of
6.
cholesterol, that would
Repeat.
make us the
Repeat.
smartest of the bunch.
7.
Thank you.
Repeat. 8.
Thank you.
Repeat. There's 3,000 people in chat. 8 are talking.
Follow me, gang.
That to me is that's a little suspicious, right? Now I will say, in his defense, that doesn't mean he's botting. Kick could be botting him. Maybe it's not maybe it's not botting. A lot of times it's fucking. It's like what is it? Like if I play a game and I'm not looking at chat, my chat moves like it doesn't move, right? You guys stop talking because I'm focused on the game or I'm talking to someone else or something, right? His chat doesn't level enough to build towers. It could be a sponsor that's fucking botting him. Like, maybe, you know? That to me is a little suspicious, but it doesn't mean he's the one doing it, right? There's all kinds of people that bot streamers that could be anybody. Yeah, he doesn't have that much chat interaction. Yeah, he doesn't have much chat interaction. Like 90% of the time, he's in collabs, not even talking to chat. He's on front page right now. Could mean he's embedded. Could be that. But he has that same viewership most of the time because I've been watching him on K. Again, this is the fucking thing. I've been watching Burntpeanut, right? Because this is part of the job where I'm like, okay, this guy blew up, how? And I'm like, and how can I try to like fucking implement this? And like, he got successful, how did he do it? I want to learn, right? So I've been watching him on Kick, and it's usually around there for 3,000 viewers on there. Be watching Kick, but commenting on Twitch, could be that. Copy the homework. Yeah, copy the homework. 30x viewers with same chat, still kind of weird. It is to me, but again, it doesn't mean he's botting. It like a sponsor could be botting. Arc Raiders could be fucking botting him, right? Like, who fucking knows, dude? Could be anything. Like, could not be bots. Maybe they just fucking turn them on the TV and go about their business. Like, I don't know. It could be a million things. I don't know. But to me, it's a little weird. Because I usually don't see that. If there's 3,000 people in a chat, I expect half of them to be about talking or about something. Talking to themselves.
Saying sure like the person in the video is in the room with him.
Sure, right?
And then on some occasions, he might even slightly raise his eyebrows. And even though politics is a huge force on Twitch, it's not Hassan either, which is very surprising because he makes amazing content like finding a guy.
Well, I think he's being sarcastic here, but I was going to say, Hassan, the big problem with Hassan, take away all the socialism stuff about Hassan. Hassan's fucking boring. Like, I remember I tried to watch Hassan because everyone hated Hassan. I was like, yeah, fuck Hassan. And then I was like, hold on a second. Why do I hate him? I don't even know this guy. I was like, let me give him a chance. I was like, okay, I don't fucking care about his politics. I think they're stupid. Beyond that, is he interesting? Can I understand why people watch him? I tried watching him one day just play a video game. He's so fucking boring, dude. He's not funny. He's not entertaining. He sucks, man. Like he's got nothing going on.
That commented twice on his entire stream and then pulls him up and gets completely stun locked for about 45 minutes over it.
Can you literally do that? Give me an example, kid.
Also, I do want to say I have a gaming channel, link in the description.
Yeah, he's not
it has
likable.
hilarious moments like this. Okay, come on.
Good job.
Go back out there.
And also, because I've completely ran out of ideas, I'm going to finish off every Pyro Live video with a funny bit. Funny in quotation marks. And it is
What is this
definitely
shirt, by the
no
way?
way to boost engagement.
Also, why is
in
he
the video.
sitting like this?
It's not Kai Cenat.
That shit politics, he has nothing interesting. Asmon's at least likable. I agree. I think Asmon's way more likable. Asmon, this is why. Asmon was born in the fires of World of Warcraft, and so he had to figure out a way to be an entertaining streamer, right? Did you see they body swapped Kai? Huh? But he fucking had to become an entertaining streamer and a gamer before he moved into politics, right? Hassan only has the politics. If all politics was banned on Twitch tomorrow, Asmon would be just fine. Hassan his entire career is over. That's the difference.
Because he probably saw one film with Daniel Day-Lewis, like There Will Be Blood, and thought to himself, I am literally him. So he's taking a break now, doing some like clothing stuff, and then writing in a book and learning how to speak, I guess. It's actually a gaming streamer called the Burntpeanut. And he does all of his streams behind a singular peanut Snapchat filter, referring to his fan base as the Bungulators. Now, streamers use...
This is another thing, chat, okay?
Peanut...
This is the thing. This is something... with streams and VTubers. I know he doesn't like being called a VTuber, but this is the thing with VTubers and people in general. A lot of people that watch live streams are autistic. They have the tism. Alright? You guys are a good example. Alright? It's hard for autistic people to read facial expressions for emotion. And so if you have exaggerated facial expressions as a streamer, it helps people connect to you. Like, that's a little secret hack. And so him being a peanut, where he's got like a giant mouth and eyes, where people can see how expressive he is like a cheat code. People love it. Because it's very clear for them to see how he's feeling. Good thing you look away from the camera 99% of the time. I've thought about moving the camera over here to where the chat is, so when I'm looking at chat, you guys can see me. And I'm going to be honest, I don't have an expressive face. It's something that I need to work on. I've literally looked, I was like, how can I make my face more expressive? And I've thought about going and looking in a mirror and being like, and trying to make it like a fucking thing. Because I'm not very expressive. Practice soy facing 90 times a day. I think you're fine. Might be fine. Psycho shit. I'm a streamer. It's part of the game. Drink more soy. A better angle? I mean, I've thought about it. I've thought about having a camera over here. So, like, when I'm looking at chat, you guys see me. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe that's a play. Shave beard?
Snapchat filter, referring to his fan
Gotta
base
do
as
eyebrows
the
at the gym, yeah.
Burntpeanut. Now, streamers using some kind of filter or like VR avatar, it's nothing new, but he has exploded in viewership. In January of this year alone, he
Bigger
actually
mouth on your
surpassed
belly.
everyone in the platform in basically a month. And currently, he's
Juggalo
streaming with
time.
about 80,000 concurrent viewers on YouTube and 50,000 concurrent on Twitch simultaneously.
Yeah.
And that is
The thing with Burntpeanut is he this generation's Ninja? Of like, where Ninja was big when Fortnite was at its peak, but then when Fortnite went away, his viewership dropped down to almost nothing. Is it the same with Peanut? I don't know. We're gonna see how that goes. I mean, it'll probably go down a little bit, but right now, he's capitalizing on it super well, where he is like, people want to see Arc Raiders, they want to see me play Arc Raiders, he's spamming Arc Raiders. He's doing it right.
YouTube channel has like 1.5 million subscribers, where he uploads like, you know, Arc Raiders gameplay.
Depends on if
and
he
gets
adapts.
anywhere between like
I think he
300K
could
to around
adapt.
1 million views per video.
I think he'll adapt just fine, but it's gonna be like, do people get tired of the bit? Do people get tired of seeing him? Don't get me wrong. When I say drops off, I mean from going to 80,000 people to 10. He's gonna be just fine the rest of his life. He's gonna be just fine. He's okay. So when I that's what I mean. I don't mean like, is he gonna drop down to 0? I mean, is he gonna go from 100,000 to 10?
Genuinely believe time is a flat circle, right? We had Minecraft explode during lockdown back in 2020, and then even before that, we had, you know, YouTubers
Streamers
like
have popularity
and I feel it's
phases.
the
They
same
do.
Here. Like what's happening right now with the Burntpeanut, the exact same as another
Zoom the
streamer
camera
that I
in. Guy
remember
had a point.
going back nearly 10 years called The One Manny. This guy.
I watched this guy. Here's a fun thing. I used to watch this guy, The One Manny. He was a dancing dog, and he would sing and yell, and he was fun. He still does the exact same bit. He had like 1,000 people watching him. He was dating a streamer named Fandy, who had great tits. She broke up with him, started doing OnlyFans. She was the first live birth on Twitch. So isn't that fun? Oh, her. Small world. And, you know, he's still being a dog. You hear in the corner. The Shiba Inu guy, yeah. He was all over Twitch and shorts and stuff oh, fuck. 6-7 years ago? He's still doing the same thing.
It was blowing up. He basically had like a 3D.
Sora IRL next to Amaranth. Fandy's hotter. I think so, too.
Shiba Inu avatar.
Have a fuck
He had
definition
this
of fun.
unfortunate incident where his filter broke
Oh, yeah, he did have this.
for whatever reason, showing his face, and
I think for a while he tried to do the thing of, I'm not going to be the dog, I'm just going to be a person and move away from the dog, and it didn't work, if I remember
he
correctly.
took like a little bit of a break, I think, afterwards. He's back to it now, but yeah, he basically never recovered after that.
Yeah.
And obviously, because the Burntpeanut is blowing up so quickly, a lot of people have immediately threw out the accusations. Is this guy viewbotting? Is he a plant? He doesn't...
He's a peanut. I'm just... Man. I love that whenever I'm streaming, my dad picks this time every day to vacuum the hallway right outside my room.
Deserve the clout that he's got.
During
now,
that
before we
phase
get
right
into
now?
this, because obviously I
No,
could pad out
I'm
the
more
video by
popular
giving
than
you
I've
loads
ever
of
been. What do you
backstory
mean?
about this guy and saying, you know, with definitive proof, is he viewbotting or not? Is he? Probably not. How did he blow up? Really easy. YouTube
TikTok.
Shorts. He
Yeah,
became a
shorts and TikTok.
YouTube Shorts
The
merchant.
same way every streamer's blown up in the last 5 years.
I have said this time and time again. It is the only guaranteed way to blow up in current year because of the pure saturation in content. Jinxie blew up through people clipping him. I Show Speed blew up through people clipping him. Queso blew up from people clipping him.
Well, Queso blew up from people, from him clipping himself. Shorts and TikTok equals slop. The thing is, chat, if a streamer's gotten big in the last 5 years, it's from Shorts and TikTok. Like, that's how.
It is basically a surefire way in the current market to blow up. And I remember I'd be scrolling Instagram Reels or TikTok. I would see Burntpeanut constantly doing Tarkov clips where he'd be like doming people, overreacting. Would he have blown up without the Peanut character? Definitely not. You know, he'd be chalked up with basically every single other Tarkov streamer that looks like
surefire.
A poorly
It's
drawn
not surefire, but like that's the way.
Picture of a Wojak, but in real life. But obviously there's a bit
like
of
this. I'll tell you the queso story is basically he didn't have internet that was good enough for stream, so he just pretended to stream and he played NBA 2K like 18 or something, and he would make 5 TikToks a day out of him playing NBA 2K, right? And then he got like a little bit into that. That was his niche. And then that game started getting boring and falling off. His audience started leaving. Right? And so then what do you do? Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy is how Queso got big in streaming. Because he played Hogwarts Legacy, he would make 5 to 10 TikToks every single day about Hogwarts Legacy while it was like the biggest game. And that's how he got big. And then everything else fucking grew from there. Just make regular clips. Yeah, well, my problem with it is I don't watch TikTok, so I don't understand why can't you edit, because I don't understand what makes a good TikTok, because I don't use TikTok. I'm old. I don't fucking get it. And so like I don't know what would make a good TikTok or what people want on there, because I don't use it. I have no fucking idea.
Behind, you know, the
and I'm learning
Peanut.
editing.
He's quite explosive with his personality, so it's a really good combination there that helps him stand out from other creators. So there's a podcast called Around the Bar, and Peanut actually went on there to say that he did try starting off by doing face cam content, and unsurprisingly, no one cared. He could not break through the mold because, again, there are so many people doing the exact same thing.
I've been trying to do this for like 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
And at the beginning, I was not the Peanut. I was actually a VTuber. I made myself look like a human.
I mean, I'm an old head, right? I've been doing YouTube like for 6, 7...
He started as a
I've been doing
VTuber.
YouTube for a while now, and I feel like the bar for entry now is so much more difficult than what it used to be back then. You know, back then you just copy the big...
Ironically, the clip you talk about how you don't understand it would be a valid TikTok content. Yeah, see, like I didn't even... Maybe, but I didn't even think about that until you said it. It's because that's the fucking thing, is I don't know what makes good TikToks. I have no fucking clue, dude.
It's YouTuber at the time. I copied Leafy. I got lucky. I always have this game theory myself that anyone that becomes successful, like any YouTuber or streamer, they got lucky. They got lucky or they networked.
People latch on to characters.
There is like a sense of perseverance or willpower to keep that wheel spinning, like breaking the mold. The first
You're
layer
welcome. I will
of,
bill you 5
on
cents.
the sea of garbage. You need luck. You need to be at the right place at the right time, because guaranteed in any other universe.
Put 2 or 3 of the AIs together. Funny story, I got one of those AI clip finder things, and I got it right before I got banned on Twitch for for a month. And so, but that I have that now. I have one where it's supposed to pull like, this is a part where you were funny, and it like is like, I'm like, okay, good. There you go. And so like, so I got those, but like it doesn't work with Kick. It only works with Twitch is the fucking problem.
Someone else would have taken that spotlight, and they would have been in that position instead of you. So I'll always
Yeah,
have that game
I
theory
gotta
myself
wait
that
now.
First instance is luck. It could be a random video in the algorithm doing well. Unfortunately, RNG, rolling the dice, is a huge thing here. So Peanut said he was streaming Tarkov with his face cam. No one cared. And then he quit content for basically a year. And then one of his friends encouraged him to start streaming. And that's when he used the Peanut filter. And he even said his last job before streaming was scheduling Brazilian waxes over the phone.
My job before this was a little funny. A little silly willy. I scheduled waxes.
Now, Peanut claims that his initial success was actually from
He was a
Tarkov.
bush
Again, he must be
destroyer.
like one of 3 people that actually enjoys playing that game. And he began streaming by doing it on TikTok. Again, you can see the whole thing I'm trying to build here, how it's always short-form content platforms that promote you a lot more. By the way,
Yes.
some small advice here.
Which is why I'd probably need to make a shorts channel, and like I need Chat, I have so much homework to do. I need to study this shit and figure it out and just fucking do it. And I'm working on it. But it's very hard to, like I said at start of stream, try to juggle essentially like 5 different YouTube channels and also do shorts and stream and shit at the same time. Especially for me, who fucking hates editing. But now I've learned about that fucking thing, that overlay I can put on top of videos to pretty much just drag and drop and make the edits for me. So I've sped it up. I'm trying to learn how to be more efficient in my shit.
If any of you want to get into streaming, don't do it on Twitch, genuinely. Like, if you're a small streamer and you hope to break out of that 9 to 5...
What thing? Tell me. What was it? Fuck, I forgot the name. Sounds handy. It is. What is it called? I told you guys about this fucking, the other day. Fuck you, bags. I'm thinking, just templates. It's templates, but an adjustment layer. Adjustment layers. In DaVinci Resolve. Like, all the edits and stuff, like zooms and transitions and everything, you can just make an adjustment layer, and then you have another project that you call, like, the factory or something, right? And then you just drag all those adjustment layers over every time you make one, and then when you're editing, you don't have to do zooms or keyframes or fucking anything. You just drag the adjustment layer over and put it over, and it does it all. Like, you can make it as long as you want. That it's like zooms in and it scrolls and fuck all this stuff. You don't have to fucking do that in each individual clip. Just put it on an adjustment layer. People said AI is bad. That's not even AI. You have to build them. You have to make the adjustment layers. But like, it's good. It works. And so like, I just figured that shit out. So I'm speeding up. I'm trying to get better.
That site will only ever cater to the top 1% of people. You genuinely are better off by starting on other platforms like TikTok. YouTube does a better job promoting people in the suggested tab. You might be...
That's true. That's true. I'll show you guys this. I hate streaming on YouTube because I just don't feel like my streams fit around it, because I like to jump all over the place, right? That's how I am. Maybe I'll do it anyway, and I also like to listen to music, which YouTube hates. But here's the thing. Look at this. I'll bring this up, chat. Okay, I've also been figuring out how to make thumbnails better, because this is something I had trouble with, was making thumbnails, and I was like, I don't like how this looks. I don't think this is right. But, look at this, alright? I'm making shit like this, where I've got, like, my face here, and what did I say about making things expressive, right? Like this? Look at this, okay? The fucking Japanese fishing game, Umagari, that thing, okay? Look at this shit. Analytics, views. This is since it's been published. It's been viewed, just the VOD, 100 times. People watch 50 hours of this. Okay? This is the big thing. 2.8 thousand impressions of a live stream. That's YouTube pushing my shit out. It used to not do this. It used to not do this until recently. It would basically go nowhere. How they give you $18 for 111 views? It's $18 for 111 views because it's a 4 or 5 hour long VOD that has a lot of ads in it. But this is the fucking thing, is that it used to basically not push your shit out because YouTube would suppress the gaming category. Right? And so it would go nowhere. Right? And so that's why I didn't like YouTube, because I was like, it goes nowhere. The gaming category on YouTube is fucking impossible to find, right? It's fucking, like, all this shit. You can't listen to music. I hear the vacuum sucking. Yeah, it's fucking, it's stream time. Oh, time to vacuum for 2 hours. But, like, it's just, like, that's how it was. And recently, I don't know what changed, but they've changed it. Where, like, look at this. Impressions 2.8. 7.4 actual impressions, 78.6 from YouTube recommending their content. So it's pushing shit more. YouTube is now recommending your streams out to people. Like, YouTube is pushing shit. So now it's worth streaming on YouTube. And so I'm trying to figure out how to stream on YouTube more. But like I said, the thing is, it really only likes it when you do one category, right? Like, if I play one game for 5 hours, YouTube likes it. But if I do like a stream like this where I'm bouncing all over the place and talking about shit and blah, 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 I don't know how that would go on YouTube. So I asked Foxwoman, I was like, do you go in the gaming category? She's like, no. Comedy or entertainment. Not even in the gaming category. So maybe that's what I need to do. And we'll see. I'm still thinking about these things. Maybe that's the thing I need to fucking do. Who knows?
Suggested streamers with like 2 or 3 viewers, but you know, at least YouTube is trying something.
Please don't
You
bounce your
probably
phone
have
so
a
loud.
better chance of being a
Hold
successful
on. Give
streamer.
me 1 second. This vacuum is so loud. 1 second. Can you stop vacuuming? Yeah, that's all I've been able to hear for an hour. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'll put it down. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Is he literally right outside the door? Yeah. For an hour, dude, he's been vacuuming. Like, any time that I'm not streaming, you could do that. Come on.
Going on to
Jesus.
Kick, then on Twitch. Obviously, I'll take this all back once Twitch
Fight
offers me
your
a
dad,
lucrative
no.
contract, which they never will. But, you know, I tried. There was even this Reddit post here on the Tarkov
How long does it
subreddit,
take to
and someone
vacuum?
mentioned
This is how he vacuums. You know how vacuums have a long tube, right? And then you put an attachment on it to, like, get everything, right? He doesn't put the attachment on it. So he'll vacuum the entire floor with just the tube.
how he was getting 20,000 concurrent viewers across YouTube and Twitch playing Tarkov, which was surpassing pretty much all the big streamers at the time. And again, I have never watched a single
Why?
Peanut stream, but I
He
have
is eccentric. I've told you guys this.
seen multiple Instagram reels and TikToks of this guy with these moments where he'd jump like a squad
Just
or
buy him a
something, and,
Roomba.
you know,
We have so much shit at the house. Roomba won't work. I've been over this, okay?
he'd say something really loud. And I think that's something that's really interesting as well. The way that he acts, or I guess overreacts, a lot of people would say it's complete cringe. But because he has the peanut filter and you can't see his face, there's almost this kind of like disconnect between what he looks like or who he is and the actual character he's playing. A lot of YouTubers and streamers, e-celebs, they do tend to play up a character. That's why if you walk and, you know, see them down the street, they might act completely different in person to the point that
Yeah,
you're almost
that's
kind of
part of
taken
streaming,
aback
is you gotta
little
play
bit.
it up
With
a
that
little bit.
peanut filter,
You gotta
don't
remember, you
even
gotta be
see
entertaining
him
for
as
the
a
stream.
person, just entirely as a character. So that element of like kind of cringe, it gets removed entirely. I know this is a really weird comparison to make here, but the only thing I can think of is the way that how like furries are when they're outside of the fursuit, when they put it on. When they put it on, they're a completely different
I think you can find more comparisons than that.
character. Another very close comparison as well is like I keep being recommended these people that are in like the biker community.
Just
They
get
drive
a wrestler. Compare it to a wrestler. He's talking about you bags. I don't have one. I don't have a suit. Speaking from personal experience. A wrestler. It's kayfabe. Or an actor. Yes. Kayfabe. They're playing a character. They're playing it up a little bit.
around on their, you know, motorcycles and stuff, and when they put on the helmet, they are just a completely different character. Sometimes incredibly cringe, but the entire point is when you've got that
Wear a
filter between,
luchador
like, your
match.
actual identity and the character you're playing,
make himself under
it's
no
much
pressure.
easier
Not a
to
furry,
express
not a furry.
yourself, and I think that's how Peanut gets away with being, you know, so kind of outlandish and explosive without it dipping into the territory of cringe. And of course, the first community to accuse him of viewbotting was the Tarkov community, mostly because he was uploading clips of himself playing the game, actually having fun. So in early January, he
That's why I was telling you guys.
was actually already getting
Everyone in the Tarkov community is fucking miserable playing Tarkov. And so someone came around that was having fun with the game, and it was like a breath of fresh air. That's why everyone started looking at him.
a write-up Business Insider about his metric rise in the streaming world, saying that he was basically already the biggest streamer by hours watched in December of last year. And then the article as well
Bags, Lola
compared
Bunny or Judy Hops? I missed that part of the stream. Lola.
him to the annoying orange. That isn't even a joke. I can kind of see the similarities. They're both very loud, and you can only see like the human eyes and the human mouth. But I think the comparisons end there. So all of this juicy drama that you'll probably forget about as soon as the video's over. I mean, you probably got me on the second monitor anyway. Dexerto, which is a great place that a lot of channels
And they knew
use
it was
to
botting.
leech off and
Once again, even if he is, the accusation now is that all his views are basically bots. 80,000 people watching the stream, 80,000 bots. That's the fucking accusation. The thing is, it might be 1,000 bots, 79,000 actual people. We're looping again. I'm going back to the fucking thing of the Kingmaker categories, the Kingmaker slots, which is obviously what it is. Yeah, it's 80,000 bots, but like it's the Kingmaker slots. You fucking you stream, you make short form content, you get maybe 100 to 200 people, and then usually what you would do, you bot up to like 1,000 so you're at the top of the category. That's what a lot of streamers do. And botting, if any streamer says that botting is not a big deal on the platform, they're lying to you, because so many people fucking do it. So many.
Make a video, myself included. They made a tweet announcing that the Burnt Peanut was actually the most watched Twitch streamer in January,
way to make
according to
more
Stream Charts.
successful.
And obviously, Dexerto is the biggest.
Missed
outlet for
140% real chat, but views couldn't possibly be all bots. Yeah, that was the fucking thing when we checked, where it shows you like how many of your chat are actually logged in and real and like verified. If you go look at someone like Burntpeanut, it's like 60 to 70%, 80%, something like that. Which means that a huge chunk of his chat unverified. I don't know who the fuck is going on Twitch and like never logging in, like and shit like that. I mean, I'm sure there's some, but like if I go on Twitch, I've got a follower list of people I like to watch, right? That kind of thing. And so like my chat, when we looked at it, it had 113% of chat is verified. It was everyone watching. There's no one pulling me up not logged in on a TV. Maybe kids that would get nuked. Maybe. Could be kids getting nuked. Who knows? But like, it's just crazy. It's crazy to me where it's like fucking 80% or like, excuse me, 20, 30% of the people watching you aren't even logged in. That's a little strange to me. Can't use Twitch apps without being logged in anymore. Yeah, which is why it's weird. Nuke them if you have them. You just watch Twitch without logging in sometimes. I mean, I have been recently, but that's because I got banned for a month. Right? So, but like, even then, I've just cut down on Twitch. But I'll just watch them on Kick. Because I want to chat. I like being part of the chat.
To get their opinions from. So as soon as they saw this and they never heard of the Burnt Peanut, they thought to themselves, he's viewbotting. He has to be. There was this one tweet here that got nearly 60,000 likes, basically just saying, yep, the guy's a viewbotter. There's no way he'd randomly come out of nowhere, get so popular in a normie space, then get 100,000 plus viewers, yet his chat is more stale and dead than someone with less than 500 viewers.
That's the fucking thing, is like, his chat moves very slow. But he doesn't interact with his chat. He doesn't really talk to his chat. He barely reads his chat. He streams, he yells, he's collabing with people, he's talking to them, but he's not really like talking to chat, is the fucking thing. That's where it's like, why is his chat so slow? But like in my own experience, if I'm like in a collab and like talking shit and yelling and not interacting with chat slows down, right? That kind of happens. So it's hard. Would there be similar streamer to compare to? Not really. That's the fucking thing. Is like, I don't know another streamer that's got like, I guess you could go look at the people he's collabing with. I don't know who he collabs with all the time, but like, I guess you could go look at them and see how fast their chats are moving. I don't know. As my chat flies because he interacts with chat all the time. Yeah, and like even mine, where I've got like, there's 150 of you right now, but like I talk to you guys, right? So my chat moves faster, right? We pulled up the thing earlier where his Burntpeanut's kick chat had 3,200 people on it. There's like 8 people talking, right? It's like, so you've got 3,200 people, 8 people are talking. Are 3,192 people not talking? They're just watching silently. I don't know. And again, doesn't mean he's viewbotting. Could be Kick, could be Arc Raiders, could be a lot of things, right? I don't know. Only 8 people talking in his chat. L. We'll build towers? No towers. I mean, that's what I saw. We counted them. Like in like 30 seconds, I think like 8, 9 people talked, something like that, out of 3,200.
I also got permaban for saying viewbotting.
It is
Now,
suspicious.
again, not to be devil's advocate, but if you go into someone's chat and accuse them of viewbotting, I think you probably would be banned anyway. I mean, in my chat, no, you wouldn't, because I fell off. And secondly, my entire community hates me, so I wouldn't actually be able to discern who is a troll and what is genuine criticism.
That happens to me too. I can't tell who's a troll, which is why people come in and they start talking shit. And I'm just like, oh, it's just like my community. They're calling me like a fat gay retard. Like this is one of you guys. Like, but really, they hate me for real. They're trying to make me feel bad, but it's just my regular chat, so it doesn't do anything.
But again, the way this tweet is worded, it makes it sound like you just went into the chat, you
I feel
complained,
so
and then got banned. And you're complaining about being banned for complaining. And I think another reason why the Burnt Peanut gets so much flack is because his personality is so explosive. People that have blown up before him, like, for example, K.
Again, I know you guys probably don't like this, but I've been watching some Burnt Peanut streams. He's an entertaining guy. He's fun. He's fun to watch. I can't lie.
So again, through people clipping his content, he has much more of like a chilled, laid-back personality. Obviously, he freaks out at horror games, but he's not as kind of like bleh, bleh, in your face as Peanut is. I mean, Burnt Peanut, he's basically like that really annoying demon in the Smiling Friends episode, but he's just a streamer now.
Slip it in, huh? Yeah. Oh god.
And then obviously this Twitter thread popped off because people on Twitter despise every single other person that is more successful than them. Like this person here saying that he basically
long-term streamer. I mean, I don't just watch him like all the time, but sometimes, like, the thing is, I don't really give a shit about Arc Raiders. We played it for like 2 days. I was having fun with it, but I hit the same problem I do with every game where I'm like, am I gonna fucking become an Arc Raiders streamer where I play this every day and focus on getting good at the game and blah blah blah? No. So I'm just gonna stop playing it now, which is it happens to me a lot. He quits every game after 2 streams, basically. And maybe it's a problem. And maybe this is why I don't have a niche. Right? Right? Hey, it's Ember. Ember Paradox. I don't know who that person is.
He had nothing in terms of viewership for years and then suddenly exploding with thousands of viewers overnight. Even saying that this growth is basically completely impossible without viewbotting. I mean, okay.
It's not. That's the thing. This is the fucking thing. It's not impossible without viewbotting. You got to remember. He got big in a niche, Tarkov. We're going to go over it again. He got big in a niche at Tarkov. Arc Raiders came out, brand new game where people were interested, just like when Fortnite came out, right? And started blowing up, and people like it. And he became the face of that, so the game's growth and people's interest in the game is basically tied to him at this point. It's the fucking same. And then is also... This is when the controversies came out, like the VTuber Awards and stuff. So him switching to a new game that gathered a lot of interest, him being talked about all over Twitter all of a sudden with the fucking VTuber Award drama and blah, blah, blah. People were like, who the fuck is Burnt Peanut? And went and checked him out, right? So all these factors led to an explosion in popularity all at the same time. So just jump on hot new games so they can grow with the game. That's true. Honestly, don't care. That reminds me, Bagman, whose model has the best rack and phase? Irie.
Streaming on Twitch, I'd agree with you. It would be viewbotting. Twitch caters to the top 0.1% and no one else. Why do you think when you go on like just chatting or any game, it automatically filters from the most viewed streamers? If you're a small streamer on there, you don't have a chance. You never did. But again, it's very obvious that Peanut blew up through becoming a shorts merchant. Now, I'm not sure how detailed the process is. Honestly, if you've got money to spare or if you've got a good business mind, you would pay people to clip stuff for you and then spread it around the internet to basically inauthentically make it look like it was organic. Like these are, these funny clips that are appearing all over my feed, when in reality, it's basically a targeted marketing campaign.
That happens too. People paying like the clip farmers. People pay the clip farmers to play their clips. They'll have people that go on Reddit, whatever's popular now, to like upvote their clips more so it appears on the front page. They'll, Twitter accounts that talk about drama and stuff, they'll pay them to post about them. Like, there's all kinds of things that people do.
That's what a lot of streamers are doing now. Wouldn't surprise me if he was doing it. But again, I think to say he's viewbotting is definitely a reach here. Now, if you look at these charts and these graphs, it does look really bad. Like this jump from basically 0 to tens of thousands of concurrent viewers looks insane. Like the jump
Yeah, the jump, this isn't the suspicious part. If he was going to viewbot and the viewbot problem, it's down here. This is where people viewbot, so they become number one in a category. You don't just be like, I'm going to viewbot 80,000 people to add on top of my stream. That's not how that works.
To tens of thousands of concurrent viewers looks
not how it works.
insane. Like, the jump here looks more inauthentic than any influencer trying to rug pull their own crypto. And
that's the fucking Arc Raiders came out, the VTuber drama. He got tied to Arc Raiders, growing with the game. He became the face of the fucking game. He was all over Twitter with the VTuber war drama, so everyone went and checked him out. That's all this is. All this.
Tens of thousands of concurrent viewers looks insane. Like, the jump here looks more inauthentic than any influencer
white
trying
boy
to
can't jump.
pull their own crypto. And then obviously a lot of people pointed out the fact that, you know, for someone with like over 100,000 concurrent viewers, his chat seems pretty dead and inactive. Now, again, I don't want to defend Annoying Peanut, but honestly, I've seen people at the minute
Annoying
on
Peanut,
YouTube, for example, on streaming that are playing Arc Raiders. They're streaming it, usually like vertically on their phone to boost viewers. I saw one guy the other day that had 11,000 concurrent viewers, which is quite a lot. Like,
that's
when
a
you
lot.
get to 11K, like anything over 10K, you're entering the big leagues of streaming. And their chat was absolutely dead. You would see a new message probably every 40 seconds to a
that's
minute,
the fucking
which
thing.
doesn't sound too
It's
bad.
like, is Arc Raiders chats just dead? Do like people just click on there to get like drops and shit? Is that what happens?
But 11,000 people, you would definitely think, okay, something's up here. This looks like it's botting. But again, I genuinely don't think it's the case. I think people are, you know, using the tools they're given to their advantage. Again, streaming in a portrait mode on your phone, always going to be more successful than streaming in a landscape mode, because people are going to be on their phones.
That's
easier
true.
to consume. Every company is basically in an eternal battle with each other at the minute
I
to
do that for
grab your
Tarkov drops
attention
too.
as much as possible for as long as possible, because it's a
Would people
currency to
even
them.
play Arc if it wasn't for Peanut? Probably not. It probably would have fell off pretty hard already, to be honest. Like, I think he is literally keeping that game alive. Like, to be honest.
As long as you're watching Instagram Reels, you're not going onto YouTube. Or as long as you're watching TikToks, you're not using Facebook. God forbid you do that. I mean, I still remember when YouTube first implemented Shorts, they would artificially inflate and promote the videos.
Arc Raiders
so
is
the
keeping
views
him
would be
alive. It's probably
insane
both.
compared to, you know, what they are now. Unfortunately, Shorts are the new meta. Shorts are here to stay. I really wish they weren't, but they're going to be promoted as long as these big companies need them to keep engagement. Why do you think people like Mr. Teeth always films these bizarre shorts, like basically every couple of days or so? And personally, I don't think Burntpeanut is viewbotting unless there is some undeniable proof that's shown.
It's a really
He
good
probably
game, to be
just
honest.
knew how
Yeah,
to
I think
play
it's a fine game. I think it's a pretty good game. But, like, how do I word this? I think a lot of its success is tied to Peanut because people like Peanut. And I think a lot of Peanut success is tied to Arc Raiders because I think the other day he got sponsored to play some other fucking shooter game. I can't even remember what it was called. He got sponsored to play it, and it was playing it. Same people. He had like Shroud or somebody like collabing with him. Same people he usually plays with, right? So they've got the same energy. They're still doing the same thing, but he wasn't playing Arc Raiders. So his viewership was like half of what it usually is. It's like half, dude. So I think it's both.
Game and became a shorts merchant. Whether he did that by pure luck, again, because that is always an aspect of him uploading shorts and them doing well, or behind the scenes, maybe he had a big campaign going with loads of people spam uploading his clips all over the place to try to get as much engagement as possible. We don't know that. We probably never will. It's not like he'd actually admit it himself. But again, I think just to
you don't even have to do a campaign if you like. If you're making TikToks, you can literally just pay the TikTok app to put your clips in front of people. Like, you can pay TikTok to be like, I'd like this one to get to 10,000 views, please, and give them $5, and then it will happen. Like, that's the fucking weird thing with TikTok.
Jump on the train of successful person is viewbotting. It's just really stupid. Is there a possibility that he used more of the system than is available to other up-and-coming people that don't have anywhere near as much resources and money? Sure. But again, to jump and say viewbotting, to me, it just screams like cope. And I do think as well, your chat engagement really depends on what platform you're on.
The thing is, so many are viewbotting. That's the fucking problem. Is like, it's not cope. Is like, so many streamers viewbot. the difference is most streamers are fucking boring, so it doesn't matter if they viewbot. Because maybe they're number one in the category, but if they're fucking boring and not interesting, nothing happens. If someone like Peanut viewbotted and he's interesting, he can blow up organically. That's the difference. That's the fucking thing. And once again, I don't know if he is. I've seen some suspicious shit, but I don't know enough to say for sure 100% he's doing it. Or that's what's happening. Peanut isn't boring? He isn't. You guys are like, he's boring. I hate him. He's the annoying orange. He is fucking very engaging as a streamer. He's boring. You say that, but like, you guys also say like, I watch Cleo, or what is her name? Cleo, play fucking top-down RTSs for 12 hours, right? So like, I think maybe you want different things from stream than what he's providing. That's quality content. So it's just different.
For example, you stream on Twitch, it will usually just be people spamming WSpeed, WKai, the Turtle Biscuit face. But then if you go onto YouTube, it will usually be people typing out actual messages.
Cleo's cute hag anime girl. Yeah, see? So you guys want a cute hag anime girl. You don't want to see a Peanut guy yelling about shooting people's cocks off in Arc Raiders. We watch you bags. We know what boring looks like. You play an RTS. I don't even like playing them. I can't watch other people play them.
Over there of spamming emotes as opposed to somewhere like Twitch. So there's a lot of clips going around of Peanut being accused of viewbotting. Like, for example, this clip.
We get it back. You love him. You want to blow him. Yeah, that's what it is.
He's probably making anywhere between, basically saying he's probably making around like 1.5 mil a month from Twitch and then 1.2 mil a month from YouTube. Even thinking that the guy is making like $25 million a year for being a peanut.
When I tell you, this is making him $1 million a month just off YouTube. I'm not even kidding.
Probably. I'd believe
I'm
it.
dead serious. Just off YouTube.
I believe it.
55K on Twitch, 78K on YouTube. I'm dead serious. I'm gonna pocket watch. I'm a pocket watch demon. Twitch, probably like 1,500,000. YouTube, probably like 1,200,000. This
and Kick, he's probably making another 100K.
guy's making $25 million a year being a f***ing peanut.
But he does look at Peanut's viewership and actually concludes that the guy isn't viewbotting. He's actually comparing his rise to fame at the minute as Ninja was when he was like the #1 streamer.
Peep the hours chat.
Did these clips make him any money or just YouTube and Twitch? The clips, the thing, TikTok and YouTube Shorts, unless you're getting 100 million viewers or something, they don't make a whole lot of money. Like, TikTok makes very little money compared to, like, YouTube, right? That's the fucking thing, is you don't make money with the clips. You use the clips to push them to other platforms. That's the fucking thing, is you're trying to get the audience to migrate from TikTok and YouTube Shorts into your stream. That's what they're doing.
Bro, look how many followers he's gaining. This isn't viewbotting. Great analogy is like Ninja. Bro, you hit a gold mine of a game, and you become the #1 streamer in that game.
Now, to anyone that's an absolute rentoid and wants this guy dead, I have some good news for you. I have noticed definitely that with streamers and YouTubers, a candle that burns twice as bright, burns twice as fast. Ninja has nowhere near the clout he used to years ago, where he was collabing with Drake and other people.
Yep.
You got band-aids?
Band-aids?
So...
And usually the life
That's the
cycle
fucking
is,
thing.
if you're a content
like,
creator that
is his Arc Raiders arc tied to his success? We'll see.
blows up
Time will tell.
incredibly quickly, you've probably got about 3 years at
Never
best.
watched Ninja in
Maybe
my life.
4 if
I
you're
didn't either because I didn't give a shit about Fortnite.
key, but again, that monolithic rise to fame, it burns out very quickly and people lose interest and they do tend to move on. Another great example is when you see people that blow up on Instagram Reels or TikTok and they go viral over like doing one bit. They will then try to replicate the bit over and over
and
because
over and
it was the
over.
only thing that brought them views.
Yep, and then it falls off. It's like, you guys remember the NPC arc for like TikTok and stuff? Where it was like, yummy ice cream, yum, yum, yum. Like that kind of shit. That shit doesn't exist anymore. That existed for like 1 year and went away.
Point where the people go, are you still doing this, bro? Dude, you did this like 6 months ago. This sucks now. I'm leaving. But the content creator doesn't know what to do because it was the only thing that made them famous in the first place. I mean, you even had other people coming to Peanut's defense saying how this is just an Ouroboros, a snake eating its own tail. It's
Or
a
the
vicious
guy
cycle.
like,
Streamer gets
I'm out of bullets. I need bullets. I need bullets. Like the fucking guy.
big, massive
Shooting a
support,
gun.
and then inevitably this group forms saying how cringe it is, they're view botting, and I definitely do agree with this. The more popular you get, that group that doesn't like you also expands in size. I mean,
Yes.
do I personally enjoy the Burnt Peanut? No, I've never watched him. Probably never
I like him just fine.
will. I think the Snapchat dog filter should be left back in 2016 and the peanut filter as well. But I've actually asked around with other YouTubers and like, you know,
month of
just
the NPC
friends
stuff.
in
It
real
existed
life.
for like
I do
a
actually have those,
year.
surprisingly. And even they knew who the Burnt Peanut was. So it's not like he's view botting if so many people actually know that this guy exists.
So that's
And
25 million for 2 to 3 years. 75 million, as long as you don't blow the money on Finboys and blow that shit would set you for life. Yeah, this is the thing. He's set for life. Even if he falls off like when I say fall off, I mean he goes down to like 5 to 10,000 viewers, which is still a huge amount. That's still like, even that, you're making like 100 viewers is basically $1,000 a month. That's how you look at it. And when you get more, it grows even more, right? And like expands even more. So if you go down to like 5,000 people watching your streams, you're making like 50K a month. That's basically how it translates.
again, you need to keep in mind as well, his main viewer base are just going to be kids, because that is the group of people that have the most amount
100
of
views,
free
$1,000
time.
bucks.
There is
Fuck
no
me. I mean, not always, but and it could be more or less. Like, I know female VTubers that have 100 viewers that make 2 to 3 times that much, because they got the simps, right? I also know people that have like 200 to 300 viewers that make half that much. Like it depends, but like that's a good standard would be 100 viewers equals $1,000. Every viewer you should look at basically is $10 a month.
commitment. There's no work, no 9 to 5, no uni, no mortgage. That's the mortgage that's going to outlive me and my grandkids.
over
Oh my
bags.
god!
Now, go to
There's
the
no
impreg market for that
responsibilities. You're
guy.
just, you know, playing video games all day. Yeah, remember that when you played
I
video
bust my ass and my take-home pay is $50K a year after taxes. I feed a family of 4 on that much. Yeah, which is why so many people want to be successful streamers, me included, is because you can basically do it for 2 or 3 years. You're set for life.
games and you didn't actually care or stress about anything. But now if you sit down to play a video game, you probably have that thought in the back of your head of, I need to get a job. I've got to sort my life out. I need to start this business. I've got to start drop shipping.
Yeah, that does happen. You've been streaming for a couple years, and I'm like, I've been streaming for a couple years. Is this what I'm going to be doing my whole life? Fuck, should I quit now? Like, what am I fucking doing? Am I going anywhere with this? And you come to the conclusion, you can either quit or you can fucking really start looking at it more of a job and like fucking try harder, which is what I'm trying to
If you're
do.
a kid, none of those are a worry. So of
trying
course
to
they
get
just tune
there.
in and watch funny Snapchat filter man just scream for the 50th person he domed in Tarkov. And also at the same time as well, he was known for Tarkov, but he's
The
recently
peanut
switched
hate
to
might be
Arc
envy
Raiders,
bit.
which
Some of it is. This is the thing. Is like people are like, well, it's cope. Well, it's envy. And some people are like, no, he's botting. It's like, it's probably a little bit of all the above. A lot of people hate him because he's successful. That's true. But he might be botting a little bit too. So like it's one of those things where it's like it's all of the above.
is again in the
what
streaming
you have to
scene
realize.
a huge game at the minute, so it makes sense. I mean, a great example here, Jinxie, he blew up through clip farming, people clipping his stuff. He might have had the same thing where he paid people to spread his clips everywhere because that is the only fucking way to blow up online anymore. But he even gave a bit of a break with Siege. He still touches it from time to time, but then he focused like on mobile games like Clash Royale because there is an insane
Paints
audience
himself
there
purple.
of people that will just consume the slot from it. So, you know,
Which is
these streamers,
crazy.
these creators,
Who the fuck
will
is
jump from
watching
game to
Clash
game,
Royale
and it's completely
content?
normal. Like, the viewers will go up if they go to something that's trending more. Now, Peanut did actually address the view botting, obviously denied all of it, just saying it was complete cope.
Yes. Well, the thing is, every streamer is going to deny viewbotting, even the ones that do viewbot, because they can't say that yes, I viewbotted, because it's against TOS. If they say they did it, they get banned.
Call viewbotting the loser's topic. That's what
I'm
I
just
call
saying,
it. At
LOL,
the
yeah, I
base
did.
Of the argument, it's cope. There's no way to prove anyone is viewbotting.
That's true. You can't. Well, sometimes you can, but a lot of times you can't prove it. And again, even if he is viewbotting, it's not 80,000 people. 80,000 people are not being viewbotted into his fucking stream.
And he even says that he finds it pretty hard to join a single Ark Raiders lobby where people don't immediately recognize who he is.
Guys, we switched to Brazilian servers. We switched to European servers. We switched to a server called Oceanic. I don't even know what the that means. I can't find a single on any continent on this planet that doesn't know who we are. And you're saying I'm Viewbotting?
And then jokingly on his Twitter, he even said he's not actually a viewbotter,
That's true.
but he's an industry plant. So again, I really don't think Burntpeanut is viewbotting. Did he play the shorts merchant game? Absolutely. But again, it's like you basically have to do that now if you want to get any kind of relevancy. Again, please, anyone that wants to be a content creator, take notes.
I gotta
This is
figure out
exactly
the
what's gonna
short shit,
happen, right?
dude.
In about 4 years, Peanut is probably going to make a huge rack. Maybe start an energy drink or whatever people do when they blow up. Maybe write a book or something. And then a lot of people won't really talk about him anymore. They'll talk about him in passing. Like, oh, remember Burntpeanut? Remember that
watched
guy?
his,
and then
Nutard
all
from
the
the clips
haters
on
will
his stream, and I
disperse.
hate
And they'll
him.
probably move on to the next
You
big
guys
streamer
are
that blows up.
haters.
It's
He's
just a tale as
fine.
old as time. It'll never go away. People that blow up will end up being hated for one way or another. I just can't believe that people on Twitter do that, and they do it for free. Truly sickening.
Hey, Fitz. I just smoked weed, Fitz.
What the fuck is this?
THC? More like weed. Good one, Swaggy. Hey, Fitz. Why do I talk like this? It's like a really bad...
Okay, anyway, you're sipping for a bitch. Retard Big L. You guys will hate anything. You guys fucking hate everything you see.